Welcome, and thank you for joining for another whiskey review. Today, we're going to take a look at a Bowmore, Dustin, 2017 Feis Shield, 19-year-old, First Fill Sherry, 54.3% ABV.
Fun stuff.
One of our whiskeys from our buddy Mike B.
Holy God, that is darker than I expected.
It is incredibly dark.
Wow, that is...
First Fill Sherry, Dustin.
That is getting into Cavalon darkness. Not quite, but...
Yeah, it's heavy, buddy.
like, this is more black than red, you know? Like, that's when you start talking. This is coffee-esque.
1988 vintage, Dustin. Bottled in January of 98. Put into a barrel in January of 98 and on May 2017. Bottled. Very dark. 54.3% ABV. 19-year-old whiskey.
I've always said, Mike, this is the worst distillery in all of Islay if you drink their core, and maybe the best when you drink their special editions. It is a stark contrast. Now, let me know what you guys actually favorite special edition releases. Like, where do you go to in Islay? And then core, what's the worst? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, no doubt.
That'd be a fun discussion.
Cleo's very similar to that too.
True. Well, the Clio 25 is part of their core, and that's a solid whiskey.
It is.
And it's actually affordable.
43%. But you're right, it's affordable. Anyway, back to this one.
Boy, straight grape concentrate, Dimetap.
Yeah, purple. Super heavy duty sherry. What's the other kind of sherry?
It's got to be Oloroso, but it's an intense. I mean, actually, it could be Moscatel even. It's so purpley.
Yeah, heavy.
But once you get past
cherries and raisins.
Once you get past that shocking intense sherry, that is a dirty smoke. I'm following that diesel truck with dualies, and he is just pummeling my car with smoke. And there's some road tar. They've been doing construction on the streets. I mean...
None of this should be in your lungs.
No. You know your doctor's like, hey, you're going to need to take 2 weeks of just breathing oxygen indoors.
Drive another road. I don't care how far away it is. Woo. Yeah, you know what, too? I like the smoke. You know, Bowmore smokes sometimes get plasticky to me.
I'm not getting that yet.
I'm not getting that yet. Yeah, beautiful sherry. Strong sherry. I've done a lot of sherry.
Although I'll be honest with you, if there is plastic here, Mike, it ain't getting through that sherry.
Whew, it's heavy. It's an overcoat. First fill, 19 years. Long time.
Yeah, a little bit of earthiness on the end. I'm just assuming is oak, but honest to goodness, Mike,
I'm getting chocolate furniture polish.
Couldn't even tell you.
I'm getting chocolate on the banister.
It is such a dark chocolate. If it is chocolate, I mean, it's dark.
I mean, I'm sure this is natural color if it's for facial.
Could you have a chocolate soy sauce?
You know, I always want to get that Bowmore 23. I heard that one was a dynamite one. I just messed around too many times when it was available.
It's gotten pretty high priced.
It has. But this is another one that was always looked upon favorably.
Hey, that Aston Martin we picked up was interesting, and that was like black licorice like I've never experienced. And this is not. At least on the nose.
Some Bowmores do really improve at some age. Some do not.
I mean, what was the ABV on this one again? It's pretty nice and high.
543. 54.3. That was also the Devil's Cast, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was 567.
If it's not 666, they shouldn't have released it.
That would have been good.
That would be a tough one to do, though. That's a high ABV.
It is. Yeah, I mean, beautiful sherry, beautiful smoke. I mean, it's hard to get more than about 3 things out of here, but everything, all those things are done well.
If there were ever a whiskey concentrate from Scotland, this is it. Like, this is kind of like reminding me of what like a lot of the bourbon guys chase after, which is just the biggest, strongest, punchiest like bourbon. It's kind of what we like about Cavalon, where it's like super intense.
For sure.
This is very much kind of going that direction.
This is more cherry, which I don't a lot of time get with scotches. I get that with bourbons, but it does cherry and raisins and deep sherry with a nice smoke.
Oh, fuck.
It's good whiskey.
Wow.
Good whiskey on the nose. Not wild whiskey on the nose, but good whiskey on the nose.
Now, wait till you taste. Holy crap.
Give it to me, Dustin.
I wouldn't be shocked if this is Moscatel or it's just the best freaking Oloroso cask I've had in a while. But what an incredible, rich, oily, epic sherry note. Wow. I mean, it's sweet. It's got beautiful oak interlaid with that sweetness. You've got just dark, figs and raisins and just the darkest fruits with just a really intense, like just grape juice. And all of that over beautiful gasolined peat notes. Like, oh. Like, again, I don't know if there's a whole lot of depth here or this, that, and the other. It's just exceptional on everything it's doing.
The chocolate note, I would heavily bet that it was Oloroso. I could be wrong. I mean, the peat note is so strong. It is so pungent, so sticky, so aggressive on the nose. You're right. It's only doing a few things. Raisins, cherries, some type of red fruit. Cherries, something covered in chocolate. Some red fruit covered in chocolate with raisins. And really, this is one of the better smoke notes on a Bowmore I've had. I haven't had anything. I haven't had like epic Bowmores, like Black Bowmore or anything else like that. But Bowmore smoke always hasn't done it for me. And some people say, man, they have some of the best smoke on some of their whiskeys. This, I can see where they're coming from. It's a very chocolatey chimney sweep sort of smoke. White chimney meets ethereal chocolate.
The finish is just beautiful. Oak cask still sitting there lingering. A little bit of chocolate.
This has a really good finish. Strong, lingering.
Wow.
I really don't want to put water in this.
I put the slightest bit, and I'm so far on the nose, I'm not regretting it.
So this is a new one after Caveman broke the other one, but as soon as I poured water in it, cracked. So we'll be on to another one here by the next set of reviews, Dustin. I guess keep going through them.
I think the pipette's cheaper, man. We'll just get a pipette for every time we do reviews.
It's even less fragile. I am just a caveman. There is just nothing I can't break that's fragile. Jeez. All right.
By the way, that's why you buy the regular Glencairns and nothing else from that brand, because everything else breaks.
True that.
As do pretty much all fine glasses, to be honest. Anyway,
Yes, it is.
it's a little bit sweeter. The concentration's gone down with water, as you'd expect. But I'm not getting really any like new notes here. It's just
Same thing.
more sweet fruits.
Yeah. I mean,
It just doesn't come off as like punchy, but it's still the same simple, beautiful whiskey.
but I'm actually getting grapefruit juice. Or excuse me, grape juice.
I was going to say, there's
I'm
only
sorry,
grapefruit.
I didn't mean grapefruit. I'm getting grape juice.
Yeah, I got that originally, and I'm still getting it.
As much as I've ever gotten in a whiskey.
Again, that's why it keeps reminding me back of Moscatel, because that Moscatel always came off more grape juicy than Oloroso.
I could be wrong, but the chocolate note on this one makes me think Oloroso.
It's one of the two, and I mean, I believe either one. I mean, it's just...
Correct.
It's hard to differentiate sherries on these guys.
You know, I think how much does this remind me of, say, like Catalan Moscatel? Some. You know, but how much does it remind me of some really good, like, Glendronach, Oloroso casks? A lot.
It's true. That's true.
I don't know. It's fun to speculate.
I do know Bowmore has used Moscatel on some of their fish shields in the past. That's kind of part of why it's in my head, but...
I really like to use them. I've seen them using Lagavulins, Leelas, quite a few, actually.
Oh, a lot of people do, yeah. Fish shield is definitely a time of experimentation.
Agreed.
This
is a good experiment.
I don't have anything to show you guys or talk about that's different here, guys. It's just still really good. Just a little bit less punchy, which I think most people probably will appreciate a little less punch if they don't want just a straight sherry punch. But
another huge sherry
whiskey.
wallop. Yeah, another huge sherry wallop, but beautiful, beautiful whiskey. This has definitely been one of my more enjoyable Bowmores. Doesn't shock me. Facial, 19-year-old.
This is my favorite by far. I love this whiskey.
It's up our alley.
This is totally my kind of sherry whiskey.
Agreed. This is like a super aged version of Devil's Cask.
Yeah. The more I go into it, I guess the more I guess I got to say, not a lot of complexity, not a lot of depth. Just
chocolate smoke.
It does two things. Two things I love well. It's sherried and it's smoky.
Absolutely.
And it does it exceptional. But yeah, it is a little thinner than I would maybe hope for. I mean, it's not a thin whiskey by any stretch.
Not really neat, it wasn't.
But I mean, here's the thing. When I first nosed and started on this, I was like, good God, is this the best whiskey we've had today? And you know what we've had today.
All right, Dustin. Mike's bottle. You go first. Mike's here with the spirit right here. And his tastiness. What a beautiful penmanship by Mike.
Yeah.
If I wrote, you wouldn't be able to read it.
I know, same here.
You might be able to fill a prescription with it. Give it to me, Dustin.
I'm going to give this a 91, Mike. I don't know if it's that good a whiskey in terms of complexity and nuance and all that. But I love this. I mean, this is my favorite whiskey of the night. It's not the best whiskey of the night, but it's my favorite.
Better than that Brora, huh?
Again, it's not better than the Brora, but it's my favorite whiskey. Like,
Enjoy it more.
I love this sherry so much.
I've enjoyed this immensely. I'm at a 90. I have no idea. I can't wait to look on Whiskey Base to see what this whiskey's rated. They'll probably disappoint me. It's going to be a 93 or an 88. You watch.
It all depends on the price. If this was over $300, it's an 88.
You're right. That does sadly influence people. I mean, I can say no wrong about this whiskey. The plasticky note I don't like about Bowmore, not there. It's probably the best representation of Bowmore peat I've had, and I can't remember when.
I mean, this is the best sherry cask I've had on a Scotch.
And really, at its core, it's just a sherry bomb.
When was this bottled?
It's a 1988 vintage. It was bottled in 2017. 1988. You know what you were doing in 88?
I was 3, so not much.
I was 12. Yeah, middle school. It was a fun time. Guess jeans, pegging pants, Air Jordans. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular whiskey. If you guys had a chance to try this Bowmore 19-year-old Facial 2017, love to know what you guys think. How many bottles were there, Dustin? I didn't write it down.
Not many.
Yeah, no one gave it to me. Probably less than 5,000 would be my guess, but I'm just completely speculating there. Anyway, those are our thoughts on this particular whiskey. Dustin, until next time, what do we wish the folks?
Happy sherry bomb drinking.
See you next time.